Known for her brilliant execution of scat singing, Ella Fitzgerald was considered one of the most influential vocalists of the 20th century. Her talent netted her 13 Grammys and a Presidential Medal of Freedom Award. Lady Ella was also born in Newport News, making her a seven-city legacy.
A tisket, a tasket, a brown and yellow basket. I send a letter to my mommy. On the way I dropped it.
I asked Seven City co-producer Danielle Coley about the film's historic look at musicians and the artistry that stems from the Hampton Roads region.
Our whole aim was to go over a span of several different decades. So we date back to the 20s and 30s with Ella Fitzgerald, Pearl Bailey.
Tired of the tears I've shed, tired of living in the rain.
A lot of them I didn't even know were originally from here, so that in itself was definitely amazing to me. And just to see their progress and how tied and integral they were to this area, particularly like Pearl Bailey. She has a library named after her in Newport News.
While the documentary may start with artists in the 1920s, it quickly moves down a timeline, bringing in artists from the Civil Rights era, like R&B singer and Portsmouth native Ruth Brown. And Norfolk's own General Norman Johnson, the lead singer of the group, chairman of the board. Co-producer Stephen Gayle talks about his aha moment while researching and writing the film.
I'm not originally from here, so I didn't really know about the history of the Attucks Theater. And that it was considered the Apollo of the South. General Johnson was born practically next door to the theater and raised in that exact same neighborhood. And it was just like, wow, like this is really a legacy of music and a legacy of artistry and a preservation of culture.
That same music that has touched so many lives over the years continues to influence music today.
General Norman Johnson, he provided samples that artists of today are currently using. Kanye West has sampled him. Mary has sampled him. John Mayer has sampled. Their music and their legacy is still integral to music today.
Artists like Antoine Henderson, who goes by the name Hen, can definitely relate to the impact artists from this region have had on up-and-coming performers.
I was a heavy Neptunes, Pharrell Williams and Chad Hugo. I was a big fan of their sound. Before I even knew that they were from this area, when I was living up in Connecticut, my last year living there, I was just, so fascinated by that sound and what they were doing.
Seven City Legacy would not be complete without a look at some of the modern day artists like rapper Keynote Speaker or WHRV's own Jay Sennett. Stephen Gayle says their intention is to not only remind some and inform others of this region's rich history, but to help stimulate the arts back into the classroom and bridge the connection between Hampton Roads and its legacy. For Another View, I'm Lisa Godley.